How are you going to figure it out first?
You go and see which aircraft it has for the suggested configuration, and you go to that operating cost.
Okay.
For the A320.
So you're just talking about fleeting, suggested fleeting configuration in table 4, right?
Yeah.
So what does fleeting type 1 say for table 4?
For flight 1?
I don't know. We're looking at fleeting 1, right?
Oh, okay, hold on.
Can you guys see that okay, or is that going too bad? We have 3 markets, right? A to B, B to C, and A to C.
Okay.
So and we could draw it up almost exactly like we had it in the other one. So we're going from A to B and B to C, right? Now there's demand for A to C as well, but we don't operate A to C. We operate just A to B. That demand is for its O&D demand going between these two, right? You can still think of it as Chicago, O'Hare, New York, LaGuardia, and Boston, just like we're looking at in the other example. Okay. So if we want to try and figure out what the operating cost is for fleeting 1 is telling us what? We're going to use A320 for flight 1 and flight 2, right? So in this case, we're going to put A320 here.
Okay, that makes sense.
And an A320 here. So what does that cost to operate that fleeting choice, where we just use only A320s?
25,000.
Why?
Because flight 1 is different than flight 2, so you got to have
flight 1 is
10,000.
10,000.
10K. And flight 2 is
15K.
15K. Right? So for operating costs, it's going to be 25K. Right?
Yep.
Pretty simple. And it already gives us passenger spill. So how do we calculate the spill cost then, given that we're losing? And do you guys understand what the passenger spill here? If we look at demand, our demand table, right? The market from A to B has 100 passengers. We're using an A320 that can seat 150. So how many passengers are spilled?
No, 50. For A to
When
B?
you're using 100 passengers.
We're using an A320 which seats 150, and from A to B we have 100 passengers that want to go.
So you minus
You have 50, right?
You guys are thinking too hard. You have 150 seats in the aircraft. You have 100 passengers that want to go. How many are spilled?
None.
None, right?
Oh,
Because we can accommodate all passengers.
spill.
We have 50 extra
We're
seats.
just talking about leftover seats.
Exactly. So what is our spill cost for A to B?
Zero.
Zero, right? And here it says, it doesn't even list A to B because there's 0 passengers spilled. If we want to go through, so again we're using A320 for flight 2, again 150 seats. From B to C, we have 150 passengers. How much spill is there?
0.
0, right? In this case, it's telling us we have 50 spilled seats for some reason. I don't know why that is. I would disagree with that, but we should have 0 spill. Yeah, I'll have to ask Richard why he had that. So assume 50 spilled seats, okay? Even though we don't have. Oh, I know why. A to C we have 75, right? So we have 75 passengers that want to go from A to C. So in the first case, I'm gonna erase this here. Confuse myself. We have 100 passengers on the local market here, right? That want to go from A to C. So none of those are spilled. We can accommodate all those passengers. We've got another 125 that want to go from A to C. To go from here to here, right? How many of those can we accommodate? Given the 150 seat aircraft.
All
All of them.
We can't take 125 because we already have 100 that want to go
so you can only take
right?
50.
Because these guys want to go through
okay.
B
Yeah,
to
you can
C.
only take 50.
You're talking about, okay.
So we can only take 50, right? Minus, because we've got 50 seats left. So we have 75 spilled passengers here.
Yeah, so you just take 70. You just take 75.
Right? And that's how we get this.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
and then you would just take 250, I mean, you would just take 50 times 250, right?
Well,
For
so
our
here's what
spill
happens,
cost.
right? We took 150 passengers from A to B, 100 of which are getting off of B, the other 50 want to go on to C, right? So we've got 50 connecting passengers. From B to C, we have 100 people that want to go. How many of those are going to be spilled?
50.
50, right? Because we can only accommodate 100 local.
On the B
I
to
see.
C, so 50 times 300 for our spill cost.
Yeah, so you're getting ahead of yourself. You're getting ahead of us, I should say.
Well,
You're right.
It's
though.
just on,
Yeah, you're right.
Stop.
You're right. So
Mike.
we have 50 spilled here, and we've got,
relax.
because of this, we have another 50 spilled.
You're slowing it down, Ryan.
Am I going too slow for you guys here?
Apparently.
Apparently for Mike, right?
No,
Do you guys understand how we got the spilled passengers though?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes
You guys
sense.
on this side understand that? If you don't, it's okay to ask. Apparently Mike's just going too fast for us to keep up.
oh,
Alright,
me.
so with the 50 spilled passengers, Mike, how do we calculate the cost?
you just do 50 times 300 because it's the
Why?
B to C average fare of 300, and it'd be 15,000.
Right, so the average airfare for B to C is $300, right?
Right.
So we get how much? 15,000 you said?
Yep, 15,000 spill cost.
$15,000 spilled.
But do you
What
add
about the 75 spilled here?
Do you add it to that for the total spill cost?
Yes.
Okay.
So this is total spilled, right? It's 15,000 for this part.
But you
And
have
we
to,
still have to take into consideration
Yeah.
75 spilled from A to C. So how do we do that?
so 75 times 250.
250?
Right, because it's
450.
The
450.
Oh,
C.
for, yeah.
A to
okay.
C, right?
Right.
Which is 450.
33,750.
How much?
33,750.
33,750.
And then you plus 15.
Plus 15. Comes to
48,750.
Sorry for my sloppy handwriting there. All right, so how do we figure out contribution? Sorry, what were you asking?
What does that say?
Which- this here? $48,750. Did you understand how we got that?
I kind of lost it again there.
We took the spill cost, right? So we had 75 passengers spilled from A to C. And spill is the lost revenue, right? So we take 75 times how much that airfare would have gotten, $450. And then we take 50 from B to C times the $300 that we would have gotten from them. So these are the passengers that we couldn't accommodate on the flight. Okay? So contribution is profit. How do we figure, well, it's not profit really. I saw it on here too.
It's on page 194.
194, right at the top, right? Defining contribution is the maximum potential revenue, less both the spill cost and operating costs. The contribution for fleeting one is, and it goes through and breaks it out there. Is this the same thing?
Yeah.
Did we not change this? Oh, we did change the airfares up or something at least, huh? Good. The spilled passengers looks very similar, that's all. So what is our contribution then? What is the maximum potential revenue?
So you just take.
Is everything times what you can put on the plane, right?
Define everything.
Well, all the filling full capacity times average airfare.
No.
Oh.
What is the maximum potential revenue? Think about it. So it says maximum potential revenue minus operating costs and spill costs, right?
Yep, so it's 23,750.
Hang on. I don't know if you're right. I don't even know where you come up with this.
No, because you take the spill costs and you have to minus the operating costs.
No,
right?
that's
Or
not
plus
how you
it.
do
No, wait.
That's not
Hang on. You're working too fast. Now you're getting ahead of yourself. Okay, so maximum potential revenue, right? Think about it. If we're subtracting spill costs Spill cost is considering the passengers that we didn't accommodate, right?
Right.
So we can't look at just the people that got on the airplane, because we could have a negative contribution, and that doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
We want to look at how many passengers actually wanted to go. What was the demand? So how much revenue was there in the market given the demand? Okay.
Okay.
How much potential
Okay,
revenue was there?
okay, that's making sense then. Yeah.
That's all you do, right?
Yeah.
We've got 100
Yeah,
passengers that want to go here. They're all willing to pay $250. So multiply these out and add it all up. And that's going to be your maximum potential revenue for all of the fleetings, right?
But you
No matter
just
what,
want.
because that's not going to change. You guys doing okay over there? Be quiet on that side. Okay. So make sure you follow along.
56, 250.
Good? A little lost? Okay.
Sorry, I'll figure it
I'm recording this. I can
out. I saw that, I'm like, that's smart.
Take notes of what we're doing today
I
at
wish
least.
I could do that.
We're only going to tend to work through the first one, which is what I want to do anyway. But what did you guys get for that maximum potential revenue? This one's 25K. I know that much. This is going to be 45K. What's
Yeah.
125 times 4?
56, 250.
Huh?
56, 250.
56,250.
Yeah.
So add those up. That's going to be 70, 126, 250.
Yes.
Wait, you did that right?
Yeah, that's what I got.
So now we've got a maximum potential revenue, 126,250. Less operating costs, less spill costs, right? So minus 25,000 for fleeting one. And less another 48,750 in spill. Equals what?
126, 250.
52, 500.
52,500?
Yep. Right? What'd you got?
Hold on. Minus 25,000. 5250.
Yep.
52,
5250.
52,500.
It's 2,500, same thing.
Yeah.
So this goes in here, $52,500. Now that was given using only A320 aircraft, right? Now you got to do the exact same thing for the next 3 different fleeting possible accommodations. So what if we sub at 753 on flight 2, or 753 on flight 1, or 753 on both flights, right? And then find out which one is going to give us the best contribution. And then write a little description in the box. That's what you guys do.
So the higher the contribution is the route you want.
The better. Yep, exactly. We want to maximize contribution.
Okay.
So it's are you guys familiar with the economic theory of opportunity cost?
No.
Opportunity cost means you have all these different possibilities. You want to try and minimize opportunity cost. So if you have $10 to spend and invest